Hey guys, I found the only gift that Dad wants this Father's Day. Goldbelly. Goldbelly ships the most iconic foods from the best restaurants across the country straight to his door for free. Let him relax and enjoy award-winning barbecue from Texas, epic deep dish pizza from Chicago, or colossal pastrami sandwiches from New York. Make Dad feel like an absolute legend this Father's Day and go to goldbelly.com to get 20% off your first order with promo code DAD. That's goldbelly.com, code DAD.
This episode is brought to you by LifeLock. Between two-factor authentication, strong passwords, and a VPN, you try to be in control of how your info is protected. But many other places also have it, and they might not be as careful. That's why LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points a second for threats. If your identity is stolen, they'll fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year. Visit LifeLock.com/podcast for 40% off. Terms apply.
Is Zoe's Daily 30 supplement possibly the most scientific way to support your gut? Well, we think so. And let's be honest, in midlife, we need to be thinking about our gut health.
With Daily 30, Zoe have created a whole food gut supplement featuring over 30 hand-picked plants high in fibre that easily fits in with your day. You can add it straight to the meals and snacks you love, no steps required. Handy when you are already juggling brain fog and a million other things.
Daily 30 isn't a synthetic green powder or probiotic. Nope, it's far better because it has whole ingredients and is packed with fibre and is good for gut health and digestion. And by the way, whenever we talk about what Daily 30 can do, UK laws require us to say that it's a natural source of calcium, which supports digestion, and copper, which supports daily energy.
Eating 30 plants a week is the more up-to-date advice than eating 5 fruit and veg a day. Diversity is king, and when you grind plants to powders, it destroys their food matrix. But Daily 30 is a whole food gut supplement.
Lastly, and in our opinion, most importantly, it actually tastes great, unlike most supplements. And we use it to top it off our lunches. We put it on salads, scrambled eggs, on a bowl of yogurt and berries.
And my favourite thing is to sprinkle it on poached eggs and avocado toast.
Basically, we're obsessed with it and we use it on everything that we can.
Ready to make Daily 30 your new healthy habit? Well, head over to zoe.com/daily30 to start this week.
All 40ish listeners will get 10% off, plus you'll get a free Zoe tin and magnetic scoop with your order.
Go to zoe.com/daily30 and use promo code 40ish10.
That's zoe.com/daily30 and use promo code 40ish10.
Which at our age is more erotic than a six-pack.
Agreed? No.
Yes.
Why is that more erotic?
I put in some effort, hair done, proper bra, the works.
Halfway through, a tiny bit of wee came out. Well, yeah, it would. Well, it would. This is classic. We're going to do that.
Playing Mario Kart with your own vag.
Yeah.
Lovely, lovely.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to 40ish. I'm Nicole Goodman.
And I'm Lauren Mishcon. This is the podcast that navigates the challenges and absurdities of 40-something life. In every episode, we discuss your problems and issues and rants and meltdowns that you've very, very kindly shared with us. And we also share our own stories about navigating midlife.
And if you want more 40ish in your life, because of course you do, who the hell doesn't? Then please come over to our subscription, which is on Apple Podcasts, where you get ad-free shows across this show and Self-Care Club. You get bonus content and you get early access.
Lucky, lucky you.
Yes. What's been going on, Lauren?
I have managed to, it's better today. I can even look to the left. Spasm my whole neck, completely froze, went into spasm, couldn't turn to the left, to the left, to the left.
I was just about to sing that, literally.
Everything you own in a box to the left.
Yeah.
Couldn't do that.
Did you put it on the right?
To the right, to the right. Do you know how I did it?
Go on.
Sleeping. Sleeping. Woke up like that. That only happens in middle age, doesn't it? Surely.
I mean, what is going to happen when we're not in middle age and we're in old age?
God
because
knows.
If you can do that shit whilst you sleep.
I did nothing. Nothing. Went to bed fine. Woke up, agony. 3 days like that.
You did also carry the puppy in a sling.
But it was already bad.
I mean,
that
that
didn't
helped.
Didn't help.
Because she's not small.
She ain't small. No.
She's beautiful.
Don't
but
fat shame her.
Listen, my kids always say that I'm body shaming my dog, who's got to go on a diet. We got told by the vet. So I do body shame my dog. I'm not body shaming yours. She's perfection.
Oh, she's perfect.
But you can't carry her around your neck.
No, it didn't help. I've renamed her Lady Diana Spencer.
Yeah.
Because she does the thing that Lady Diana used to do with the eyes, where when she's been a bit naughty, she just does the downward glance. And also she is a natural blonde, so...
She's the same colouring as Lady Di.
She is.
She's got your number, that one.
And she is a princess.
She's not sleeping in the crate.
No.
She's doing exactly what she wants to do.
Of course. And 16 years of having a dog who wasn't allowed on the sofa and knew he wasn't allowed on the sofa and never dreamt of getting on the sofa. This little madam, day 3, climbs up the blanket to get on the sofa, and that's where I sleep.
But how is she allowed? Why have you allowed it?
Because she's a princess.
Yeah. You see what happens when you have girls?
It's terrible. And even Ollie, who's very strict, he sits there like stroking her. I'm like, she's on the sofa. He's like, I mean,
do you know what? Life is too bloody short. Let them on the sofa. Let them in your bed. Just enjoy them. Let them be with you. I just want my dog attached to me, velcroed to me at all times.
I don't mind her being with me. I'm very happy, but she's not yet toilet trained and she's chewing everything. So
she's so sweet.
That's why they get away with it.
She wants.
That's why they get away with it. Anyway.
So you've hurt your neck.
I've hurt my neck. Yeah.
Can I just say that? The whole injury thing in midlife is just not fun. It's not fun. It's not cool. It's not clever.
But it's so real.
Not fair. It's just not fair. I feel like I am always injured. And not only that, every time I get an injury, it just takes weeks. Like you wait, not to be the voice of doom, but this injury in your neck will take weeks to sort out. It's not just like, I'll give it a little massage or I'll do a Pilates class and it's gone. No. Takes fucking weeks.
But you do chuck yourself around a gym, a paddle court, this and that. You do a lot of movement. I was just asleep. Yeah. Imagine what would happen to me if I did stuff.
Yeah, but there are other people on the paddle court or in the gym that do more than what I do, or they're less fit and less strong than I am, and they are never injured. Why am I always... My arm is still bad.
I know, because you were giving it a good old go with the massage gun yesterday.
Yeah, I made it worse.
Have you?
Yeah. So we popped over to Lauren's. Adam and I popped over to Lauren's yesterday. Adam wanted to meet the puppy. And Ollie was sitting there with a massage gun on his tennis elbow, wasn't he?
He was.
So I was like, come on, chuck it over.
Share the flavour.
Yeah, yeah. So we were sat there. What an afternoon that was. What an afternoon. The puppy was falling asleep on my feet. That was amazing. And we were just sharing the massage gun.
Now I think about it, that is really tragic.
And Adam came over, didn't he, in a holy t-shirt, as the actual holes.
Yes, actual ripped. At the
His
bottom.
shorts were filthy, like as if he was just
gardening, or
lying
something.
on his own couch on a Sunday. I'm like, you can't wear that t-shirt out the house. He's like,
why not?
Why not? So he sat there in his holy t-shirt and his dirty shorts, falling asleep on your couch. Yeah. Ollie's got the massage gun.
Ollie also was doing some tennis warm-ups. He was doing like some lunges.
He just stood up, didn't he, in the middle of all of it? Yeah. Started lunging.
I was like, can you stop doing that? It's really weird.
Adam's like snoring by this point.
Like,
Ollie's lunging.
I'm just warming up. I'm like, what is this?
Warming up for what? We're sitting here drinking coffee.
He was going to play tennis.
Yeah, but not for another hour.
I know. It was a very premature warm-up.
It really was.
In the garden.
It really was.
Yeah. It involved a lot of walking up and down.
I didn't even like particularly clock it or even find it that strange, but now you come to mention it. Now you come to mention it. It was quite a middle-aged afternoon.
I was just thinking, what a 40-ish afternoon we had.
Yeah.
Comparing injuries, falling asleep.
Yeah, the massage gun, and I've really, really buggered my arm up from that bloody massage gun.
Is that your 40-ish moment of the week?
No.
What is yours?
No, mine's coming later.
Oh.
You're going to have to wait for mine.
Oh. I can't wait.
You can't wait? You want it now?
I want it now, yeah.
We got gifted a couple of treatments at this lovely aesthetics clinic in Notting Hill.
Oh, it's so
called The Well.
nice.
It's gorgeous there.
Yeah.
Absolutely gorgeous. What in a love? It's in such a lovely place.
Yeah, like in a
isn't it?
tiny little cute mews, and it's
Off
all
of
pretty.
Westbourne Grove. Was
yeah,
it off of Westbourne Grove?
gorgeous.
I mean, the shops around there.
I know, troublesome.
Very,
Yeah,
very.
Yeah.
I literally had to shut my eyes whilst
so
walking.
did I.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm not the trophy wife of a billionaire, so just keep walking. Just walk back to the tube. Blinkered. Don't look at the shops.
It was so gorgeous round. You know what? I could see myself round there. I
Can
could see
you?
us round there
Can
a
you?
lot more.
I bought an iced coffee. That was all I could
Did
afford.
you? Oh,
yeah,
I didn't even do that. Didn't even do that. Anyway, so they gifted us some treatments. We went separately because
Yeah.
you've been on paternity.
Yeah, I was on paternity leave. Yeah.
And I got gifted a gorgeous, like one of their like flagship facials. I think it's called the Aqua Gold. And it was like microneedling. It was like, I can't even explain it, like this little device that had, I think, like maybe 10 needles in it. And she sort of pricks your skin all over. And she's inserting all this like amazing product, like hyaluronic acid and stuff like that.
Okay. How's she inserting it?
Because she's like pricking your skin with it. It doesn't hurt. She puts numbing cream on all over your skin.
Okay. Because when I had that, it really hurt.
Yeah, but
I know, I'm a baby.
you are such
I'm
a baby.
such a pussy. I know.
You're getting worse.
definitely getting worse. I had my nails done last week.
Oh my God.
And the girl was like, what is the matter with you? I mean, she does. I've known her 20 years. She's like, what's the matter with you? I'm like, I don't like it. She's like, but I'm just taking the shellac off. I was like, I don't like it. She's like, you're very sensitive. I'm like, I don't like anyone touching me. She said, that must be nice for your husband. I was like, not like that. He doesn't touch my cuticles. I hate it. I hate everything now.
It's a weird conversation.
It was.
to have with your manicure. It's very overfamiliar. It's lucky.
She is quite overfamiliar. Yeah. Generally.
I can tell. Anyway, so she wanted to do this whole, she did do this whole like skin mapping and like puts your face in like this machine and she like takes photos of it from all angles and then she gives you a whole like consultation as to where your skin is at.
Oh, that sounds awful.
It was,
Yeah.
actually.
Was she like sun damage, aging, wrinkles, sunspots? Was it all that? I would get that.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was all that.
Yeah.
And I kept saying, you know what, it's fine. And she had to like reboot the machine. Oh God. And I was like, no, you don't need to reboot it. It's fine. I really actually don't want to know. So she's like, no, it's fine. Honestly, I know you think it sounds bad, but most of the time, more often than not, your skin is much better than you think it is. Mm. So I thought, oh, okay. Mm. And so she goes through this whole thing and she takes it from all angles and then she goes through like, and then it like does like graphs of, you know, highlights and colours of where the damage is and what you need to do and all that shit.
Yeah.
Anyway, then you like working your way up to what age your skin actually is.
Oh God. Yeah.
And she's sort of pressing the button. I was like, you know what? I actually don't want to know. She goes, I promise you, most of the time, it is much better than you think it is. I'm like, oh, all right then. So I'm 48 and my skin's age was 50.
Oh, I mean, okay. I mean,
No,
not
great,
okay, but
not okay. Not okay. So the same level of you pulling your neck in your sleep, it's not okay.
it's not.
None of it's okay.
It's not great.
But then I thought, well, I went into a whole spiral of, oh my God, I like barely drink, I don't smoke, I really look after myself. And then I realised, you know what, I don't really look after my skin. I don't. I barely wash it at night. I like, I do minimal. And if I can be fucked, I'll put on some hyaluronic acid and some moisturiser before I go to sleep. But I do minimal. And this is why.
Well,
Just another whole load of shit that I've got to spend money on and deal with. 'Cause otherwise, I'm just going to look like a haggard old trout.
I still maintain that most of this stuff is genetic. I really do feel like that. It's like you can spend all the money and buy all the stuff and do all the things, but if you've got, you know, your grandma and your mum are very, very wrinkly people,
They're
you're
not.
going to be the same. No, I know. They're not.
She looks like her age. My mum looks her age. She
Okay.
doesn't look.
It's fine.
Is it?
So you'll be all right then.
Well, I'm not all right, am I? 'Cause I'm 2 years older than I. And she's sitting there telling me, oh, most people are much younger. So I'm thinking it's going to come in at like 35. Well,
We are children of the 80s. Our mothers put baby oil on us in the sun, remember? Remember they used to baste us like
but
Christmas
we don't live in the
turkeys?
sun. We barely live in that. We're barely in the sun.
I know, but the damage was done when we were very young.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I didn't know about this
And
stuff.
I always think, I don't live in a hot climate. It's fine. Well, I have
not.
actually started using...
SPF
Thank
every
you.
day.
I have.
Yeah, you have to.
You
At
don't,
our
though.
age.
You don't.
I do. It's in my day cream.
No, I think you need a separate SPF. That's what all dermatologists say. You need a separate SPF.
I'm not going to find out how old my face is. It's as old as it is. So,
It's as old
Know what I
as
mean?
it is.
And also
how
a
am I
computer-
better off for knowing
You're
that my
not.
skin is older and more haggard
And
than
also-
I hoped it would be? How is that helping me in life? You know what? It isn't.
It isn't. And also
it's
computer-
crept up in my mind.
It's fuck that. Computer could say 36. Computer say 66.
Computer says no.
It's
I
a
mean-
computer. Who cares what it says?
Fucking computer. Well, I do care.
Well,
what
stop
it says.
caring. Stop caring. It's a nice face and it belongs to you. Own
It
it.
belongs to me and it's my face. What does she want me to do about it? My face is my fucking face.
She just wants you to use SPF. That's all. That's all she wants. I'm doing a disclaimer now so we don't get sued. Are you ready?
Oh, you're just finishing the conversation.
Yeah.
I hadn't actually finished moaning.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What else?
I've had lots more moaning to do about it.
Did you?
Yeah, well, you've cut me off now. I can't.
I'd rather hear the listeners moaning now. Before we dive into your dilemmas, a quick disclaimer.
That's not nice, is it?
We're not doctors or healthcare professionals. This is a fun space where we share our thoughts, which could be totally wrong. So if there is an issue that you're seriously struggling
Yes,
with...
I am seriously struggling with my face being older than what I thought it would be. And it could have at least just said 48. It didn't have to say 50. It was like in massive letters. And then someone walked past at the same time. It was humiliating.
Please contact a qualified expert. Are you ready to help someone else in need?
I'll get my haggard old face out of my arse to help somebody else.
Okay, here we go. Hi, Lauren. Hi, Nicole. I'm 44 and divorced.
I'm now just going to sit here
Okay,
holding my face
Great,
up.
good. I recently went on a second date with a guy that I met on Hinge. He's 46. First date went well. He was charming, funny, and even recommended a decent wine, which at our age is more erotic than a six-pack. Agreed.
No.
Yes.
Why is that more erotic?
'Cause
That
she-
you can recommend a nice wine.
She finds that sexy. I think that's sexy.
If I had to choose between him being able to order a nice bottle of wine or a six-pack, I'm taking the six-pack.
Really?
Yeah. Because the six-pack tells you a lot about the person. A lot.
I think knowing your wine tells you a lot about the person.
Isn't that interesting? But that is so you and me.
I would-
of the
yeah.
things that are more important to us.
I would rather have someone kind of like cultured and intellectual who knows, oh yes, this Sancerre, it's wonderful, than someone who's like got great abs.
Yeah, but I also know that a Sancerre is nice. Or, I know a nice wine. I mean, I'm not like an expert on wine.
that I don't drink.
No, that I can't drink. Big difference. I do like a good wine,
Yeah.
but I can't drink it now.
Well, she says it's more erotic at her age than a six-pack.
I'm just saying about the
Yeah.
six-pack.
Yeah.
It shows that he looks after
Yeah.
himself. He works out.
Yeah.
Him and I can have a lot in common.
Okay. Yeah.
Right?
Okay. For
You
you,
understand?
For you, that's a good
We can
match.
go to the gym together.
I get it.
That's why I would pick the six-pack.
I get it. I
Tells
get it.
me that we have a lot in common.
I hear it.
Not that I have a six-pack.
Or a 44-year-old Hinge date.
Or face.
Sorry, 46-year-old.
44-year-old face.
You don't even have that, no. She's
No.
44, he's 46. She says, I was genuinely excited for date 2. We agreed to meet at a nice gastropub. I put in some effort, hair done, proper bra, the works. The proper bra says it all. I was feeling good until he turned up on an e-scooter. Not a Vespa or a moped. I mean one of those electric commuter scooters like the kind children or teenagers use or investment bros at lunchtime when they go to Pret. He whizzed up, helmetless, grinning and said, "Isn't this thing fun?" I don't know what happened, but something in my soul shriveled.
Oh, he gave her the ick. The e-scooter gave her the ick.
Now I feel awful. He's lovely, but I can't unsee it. Am I being shallow?
Yes.
Is the scooter a symbol of freedom and eco-consciousness, or is he a man in midlife crisis? He doesn't sound like a man in midlife crisis. He sounds like a man who knows his wine and enjoys scooting around. I know how I feel about this, but I'm interested to know how you feel about it.
I don't think it's impossible to say how I feel about this because A, I'm not dating.
Mm-hmm.
B, I don't know if this would give me the ick or not.
Mm-hmm.
C, I've been married a very, very long time. If Adam turned up on an e-scooter, how would I feel about that? I'm not sure if he...
Adam would never turn up on an e-scooter. Ever. Never.
He wouldn't.
No.
He wouldn't. But if he did,
Yeah.
I'd wonder what was going on. But also, she doesn't know him.
No, this is only date 2.
Also, I don't think I'm sure what an e-scooter is.
An electric scooter. You know, like a scooter that children scoot on with an engine. An e-scooter.
Oh, I was thinking more of like a moped.
No, she says not a moped or a Vespa, an actual e-scooter.
Yes, Vespa. I was thinking Vespa.
Yeah, an actual
An
scooter.
actual scooter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it does
It's not
change
for you.
things.
It's not for you, Nicole. It's not
It does
for you.
Also, if he's on an electric scooter,
Yeah.
that means he lives nearby. Well, he couldn't have walked.
Maybe he doesn't live that nearby. Maybe he lives like
How far could he live? How long?
25. Maybe he's like a 45-minute walk, but it's 20 minutes on an e-scooter.
No one's going to go 20 minutes on an e-scooter. You've got to charge that shit.
Hang on, what happens?
You've got to charge that.
What happens after the date? Like, is he going to put her on the back of the scooter and scoot home with her? Or is he going to tuck it under his arm? Or
maybe he was just planning on having dinner with her and going home his separate ways.
yeah, clearly. Clearly he
See,
was.
that's a problem. That's
Is
also
it? That's a problem.
That's a problem.
Why? I think it's very respectful if that's what he was assuming.
Is it respectful?
I don't know. I'm not dating.
I don't know if that's respectful. I think because surely he'd think, well, you never know. You'd want him to be open-minded about how the date is going to go. If he's coming on the scooter, he is not. He is leaving that date
On
at
the
the
scooter.
restaurant
Yeah.
on his own.
On the scooter.
Maybe that's why he bought the scooter.
I think what I want to know is, does he have a car and an e-scooter? Because to me, look, I'm not a petrol head. I couldn't care less about cars. Nothing turns me on about a man in a Porsche, a Land Rover,
No,
a Skoda,
agreed.
a Hyundai, a Toyota.
It's called a Hyundai. It's called a Hyundai.
No, the adverts, they do it in a very different way. Hyundai. It's a whole thing. Skoda. You can't say Skoda. It's Skoda. I didn't give a fuck. Like, whatever. It's a car. It doesn't do it
Well, he
for
hasn't
me.
got a car.
I'm not into like men who use Ferraris as extensions of their penises. I'm
You
not
know
interested.
what? That would give me the ick.
Yeah.
If he turned up in a Ferrari...
With a Ferrari baseball cap.
No, forget even without the Ferrari baseball cap. If he turned up in a Ferrari, that would give me the ick more than the e-scooter.
It wouldn't give me the ick, but it
It
wouldn't
would.
get
It
my
would give me the
juices
ick.
flowing.
It tells you so many things.
I think some men have a thing that they think that their flash car, turns women on. It does. Maybe it does with young women. I don't give a shit.
I think that is an age thing.
Yeah, it probably is.
I'm sure that is an age
It
thing. I'm sure
probably
a
is.
21-year-old...
Would love it.
Yeah.
Ollie used to have a Vespa.
Did he?
Yeah. And he bought me a helmet. This was like before we were married. So we could like zip around London. And it really annoyed me because A, helmet hair. B, but you can't really wear like a short skirt. At the time, I
Definitely
was young,
can't.
so I was wearing short skirts there.
Yeah.
It affected the whole evening outfit vibe. And then,
And heels.
Yeah,
Can't
you
really
could-
put heels
you
on a
can,
Vespa.
but you don't want to. And
No.
also then like at night when you were coming home from
cold.
your date, it's cold.
Yeah.
I wasn't loving it.
What if it's raining?
Well, exactly. We weren't living in like
Yeah.
Sicily.
Yeah.
We were in London.
Yeah.
So it
Yeah.
just...
It sounds very
it
romantic.
sounds so like cute
Yeah.
and romantic. It wasn't.
No.
And then one morning at 7:15, I got a call from an ambulance, from a paramedic saying, hello, I've got Ollie here. And then he snatched the phone. He was like, I told her not to ring you because you'd think I was dead. And basically he got knocked off it like in the rush hour. And I was like, that's it. It's going. He was absolutely fine. He wasn't hurt, but because someone knocked him, they had to call the ambulance, blah, blah, blah.
Anyway,
It's
what
like, we're done.
this woman is
Yeah.
saying is, should she carry on seeing him and should she just get over it or not? I think you should get over it. If he's a nice guy and he knows his wines and you were looking forward to the date and you had a great time, you cannot let this affect you.
But you know, once you've got the ick, you can't unget it.
I think you can unget the ick.
Actually,
you? I do. I really do. Depends what the ick's over.
I think I would need a broader picture of him. Like maybe he just uses it to go from place to place. If the e-scooter is his whole personality, then it's a no.
But you can't have a whole personality based on an e-scooter.
Well, you might, because he might take it everywhere. He might be really passionate about it. He might be like, even if one day we get married and have kids, I'm always going to have an e-scooter, and also then I'll get a bike,
like
and I'll put them in one of those like trolleys with a flag on, and I hate those. I hate those children in a wheelbarrow.
I think you've taken it too far.
No, but you know what I mean?
Like,
no.
I don't think it's like a whole non-negotiable that, it's either her or the e-scooter.
You don't know,
I really
you don't know, you don't know.
I think we're blowing this totally out of proportion, as is she.
Give him a third date.
Yes, give him a third date, unless they snogged and he was a terrible kisser.
I totally agree with all of that.
Because that is
that's
a non-negotiable.
Yeah.
Fellas, you know Degree Cool Rush deodorant, right? Well, last year they changed the formula, and guys were mad about it. One dude even started a petition. So guess what? Degree heard us, admitted they messed up, and brought the original Cool Rush scent back exactly how it was. And it's in Walmart, Target, and other stores now for under $4. So grab some and remember why its cool, crisp, and fresh scent made it the #1 men's antiperspirant for the last decade. Degree Cool Rush is back, and it smells like victory for all of us.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever find yourself playing the budgeting game? Well, with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive, you can find options that fit your budget and potentially lower your bills. Try it at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law. Not available in all states.
My name is Lily, and I've had hidradenitis suppurativa, HS, for years. I finally found some relief since taking Cosentyx. Relief means I can show up more.
Cosentyx secukinumab is prescribed for adults with moderate to severe hidradenitis suppurativa, HS. Don't use if you're allergic to Cosentyx. Before starting, get checked for tuberculosis. An increased risk of infections and lowered ability to fight them may occur, like tuberculosis or other serious bacterial, fungal, or viral infections. Some are fatal. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms like fevers, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, had a vaccine or plan to, or if inflammatory bowel disease symptoms develop or worsen. Serious allergic reactions and severe eczema-like skin reactions may occur. Learn more at 1-844-COSENTYX or Cosentyx.com.
Ask your dermatologist about Cosentyx.
Okay, the second question.
I'm ready.
I'm 49 and recently started seeing a personal trainer because apparently my metabolism has left the building.
Oh, dear.
Oh, I thought she meant dating, but she's just seeing, like as in hired a personal trainer.
Yeah.
Anyway, my trainer is this very enthusiastic 26-year-old New Zealander who keeps calling me Queen.
Queen.
While making me do things my knees haven't done since the late 1990s.
Okay.
This week, towards the end of the session, he introduced me to a move called the burpee tuck jump.
I don't know what that is.
I do.
What is it?
I wouldn't be able to do it these days.
What is it?
I'm not going to show you.
No, explain it though.
You do a burpee, and then as you
squat
jump
down, put your legs out behind you, put them back in.
You do a burpee.
Yeah.
Most
jump
people
up.
Jump up, and as you jump up, you tuck your knees in.
Oh, okay.
It's hideous.
Sounds awful.
Yeah, but you wouldn't just do one. You'd have to do like 20.
That sounds awful.
Yeah, you'd hate it.
Yeah, I would.
Halfway through, see, this is what I mean. She's 49. You can't get 49-year-old women to do this. It's not fair. Halfway through, a tiny bit of wee came out. Well, yeah, it would.
Oh, no.
Well, it would. This is classic. That's why I don't do shit like this anymore.
All right, yeah.
I was hyper aware that I was in pale pink leggings and terrified that he saw it. Now I have to go back tomorrow and I'm considering faking an injury so I can cancel, or moving gyms, or just buying Tenor Lady, which makes me want to crawl in a hole and die. What would you do?
I wouldn't be doing the burpee tuck jump things in the first place. I maintain, don't go to the gym and don't hire personal trainers. And I don't think she's going to need to fake an injury because she's 49. She's probably going to wake up with one anyway. So it'll probably just be real. You know what I mean? She'll probably get out the shower and she'll be like, oh no, I got out the shower and now I can't move my shoulder. So she can just genuinely
Listen, I think the burpee tuck jump is going to cause more issues than a little bit of wee coming out. I've got to be honest.
Yeah.
Since my back surgery, I can't do burpees anymore. And you know what? I don't miss them. I'm not sorry for it.
I'm sure.
They are not missing from my life.
I don't think I've ever done them and I still don't miss them.
They're revolting.
They sound dreadful.
And there's no point in them. There is actually no point.
I don't want to do a little bit of wee in front of a 26-year-old New Zealander personal trainer man. That'd be really, really embarrassing.
Nobody does.
No.
Nobody does.
No one needs that.
I would. I wouldn't lie about it. I
would lie about it. I would very much tell
I
all
would
the
go
lies.
back and say, I'm not doing burpee tuck jumps. They're not for me.
He'll be
And
like,
also-
Queen, you can do them. You're so fabulous. Come on, let's go.
I really want to give my opinion, but I think it's going to go down like a lump of lead.
Well, just give it. Just give it
You
anyway.
want to see me burn.
Yeah. Yeah. I want to see you burn on the internet.
Make a nice change from you.
Yeah, it would actually, yeah.
I don't think...
Come on. Oh, God, what are you going to say?
I don't think this 26-year-old knows what they're doing with a menopausal woman. Because no menopausal woman needs to be doing burpee, tuck, knee jumps, whatever. You don't need to do it. What you need to be doing with your personal trainer is strength training and building muscle. That is what you need to be doing. Finished. This fucking just throwing yourself around in a burpee or doing plyometric work is a waste of fucking time. It's a waste of time. You need to do that, and in order to get your cardio in, get your steps in, go for a walk or go for a very, very light jog a couple of times a week, and that's it. You don't need any of this bullshit.
So she should get a new trainer. Sack him off, is what you're saying.
I'm saying she should say to him, this is not working for me. This is not the program I need. And listen, she's trusting his expertise.
Yes.
So he should know.
Yeah.
But he's a 26-year-old and perhaps some of his, his clientele isn't that age group. And
He's also a man, so he may not understand the pelvic floor workings of a 49-year-old.
But generally the workings of a 49-year-old woman, she doesn't need that. She shouldn't be training like that. That's my opinion.
I don't think you're going to get burnt on the internet for that.
I'm sure.
Sounds very sensible to me. I know nothing.
But I'm not a trainer.
No, but it sounds like common sense.
I'm not a trainer, but I've been training for a long time and
Yeah.
I am very invested and very intentional about how I train and what I need as a menopausal woman. And it is not that.
If you had done a little bit of wee-wee during your session, what would you do? Apart from want to die in a hole, which I understand.
I totally get it. What would I do?
I'd wash the leggings for a start.
Well, that's the first thing. But
Yeah.
it depends if you've paid up for sessions.
Oh, God.
If you haven't paid up for sessions, honestly, forget the wee bit for a minute. Just let's put a pin in that.
Yeah.
I don't think this is the right trainer for you. That's my opinion, because he's getting you to do things you don't need to be doing. It's not good for your back, and it is not good for your pelvic floor, and it's just not good for you. It's just not good for your body at this stage. So, yeah. But the wee thing doesn't help.
I'd like to add in, as someone who was previously in the vagina business, I think she may also want to concentrate a little bit on strengthening the pelvic floor muscles.
How do we do that?
Well, there are many ways. You do your pelvic floor exercises, which you can just squeeze, sit and squeeze. I'm doing it now. Just squeeze,
Me too.
hold, up in the lift, upper floor, and then relax. You can do it. It's very easy.
Up in the lift, upper floor.
Yes. Squeeze, go
Yeah.
upper floor, go up another floor, hold, and then relax. You see? It's fine. And then you can do quick ones.
Is that it? Yeah,
then
go on.
quick. Hold, loosen, hold, relax, hold, relax. You can do 10 of those.
This is
So,
great.
yeah, they're very good for you. Or you can get one of those little devices that we tested out on Self Care Club, pelvic floor
You
trainers.
can also go to like physios.
Yes, they have women's special physios. Also, someone told me that they do these new devices now, which are like pelvic floor trainers that you insert, but then you play a game It links to your phone, so then you can play a game. Like imagine a kind of Mario Kart game.
Pac-Man.
Yeah, where basically you move the figures in the game using your pelvic floor muscles. It's like you squeeze, it jumps. You squeeze, it jumps. Clever.
We've got to get ourselves some of those.
You'd love that because it would be all about like the
think
kind
I'd
of
love it.
getting to the next level. Oh, James says we should do it live.
Should we? James is so desperate for us to do live.
Maybe.
Now he's just trying to talk our language.
Maybe not the insertion bit, but we could try it. We could for sure try it.
What, and put the game on the big screens behind
Yes,
us?
and then see who wins. That would actually be amazing.
We should do that.
Okay. I don't know what the company's called, but we'll find it out.
We should do that.
You know I won't be able to link it to my phone. You know it'll be a whole...
Then James is going to have to come in and link it to your phone. It's going to be so embarrassing.
What were we talking
You'll be
about?
like, well, squeeze, is it on? I don't know.
Let me check. No, go away.
Take it out. James will get all annoyed.
I'll get some gloves. Take it out. I need to check if it's working. Have you put batteries in it?
Have you switched to Bluetooth? Then take it out.
What are we trying to explain?
And I'll be sitting there winning the game.
Squeezing. Oh, I'm on level 5. We should invite this lady to play with us.
That would be a great day.
Oh, what fun we'd have.
We're going to do that.
Playing Mario Kart with your own vag.
Yeah.
Lovely, lovely. Okay.
Menopause is so fun. The menopause is so fun. Let's play Mario Kart with our own vag. Now, there is something I never thought I'd say, especially on my podcast.
And yet we have.
I would only say it on my podcast.
I would say it at home.
To who?
Anyone.
You've got all boys. Oh, now you can say it to Lady Di.
I can.
She'll understand.
She's got a nanny. She gets
Yeah.
it. Sort of. She doesn't understand much. She's only 9 weeks
Oh,
old.
she's so delicious.
I've got to go home to her now.
Lucky you.
I know. Should we sign off?
Yeah.
We will see you on Tuesday for Unfiltered.
If you want to keep your emails coming in, please do. hello@40ish.co.uk. We'll be back on Tuesday.
Bye-bye.